Hello everybody, this is Blade Cross EXE, and welcome back to Fate Grand Order's Agartha Singularity boss battles. Alright, so just doing the last two arrows on this for this video. The Pirate Princess who's lewdly smiles. Okay, to catch up to speed what you missed while in between chapters, basically Agartha is an underground civilization full of several cities that are all ruled by women, and there's a resistance that is controlled by men. In this world, men are treated as property and are basically nothing but slaves, workhorses, and, well, breeders. And this town right here is particularly bad because they use them as, like, there's one guy in a tavern who's being used as a dartboard. The men are constantly humiliated, and it should come as no surprise that the person who wrote this chapter, the Singularity, is the same guy who wrote Fate Collide Liner. So it smells like a bad fanfiction that is peppered with a lot of really obscure fetishes you find on DeviantArt. But anyway, we're busting up in here to save everybody who is captured, and in the previous arrow, we just met the Assassin of Nightless City, even though they haven't revealed her name yet. If you watch any of my videos, you'll see that I had her. She's the lowly, Empress lady, so I know it's her. I know she's gonna stab us in the back, so alright, you know what? I'm gonna take this Merlin with me. Rider class, so I'm gonna guess we're fighting more lady pirates and possibly Drake. Here we go. Yeah, Assassin of Nightless City said that she would take us to the mansion where the leader of the pirates is at. Come on, this way. First you turn here, then you go through this hole. Oh, blast, my beard got caught. I can't quite get my butt through. Phew, made it. I'm glad I didn't have to take off my waist armor and skirt. Why would Astolfo have trouble fitting through there if Columbus didn't? What's up? Are you wishing you had gone last so that you could have had a good excuse to push my butt? No, not in the slightest. There doesn't seem to be anyone else around. It appears that it really was a secret shortcut. By the way, I suppose I should ask you, was your family among the pirates we were playing with? No, they weren't. I'm sure it sure looked like fun though. You guys were playing pro wrestling, right? That's right, we were playing pro wrestling. It was a lot of fun and good training, too. Oh man, here's letting all kinds of stuff go by that the grown-ups you never would, Fergus. You know, for some reason, I kind of wish you would. I see, now I'm even more interested in my grown-up self. In the meantime, I apologize. Don't. You've done nothing wrong. Astolfo should know better than to expect you to say something like bedtime wrestling. Hey, I never gave any specifics. See, Dion, you're making the same... You thought the same thing that I did. Gah. We've come a fair distance now. How much further until we get there? Not much more. All you have to do is go through the hole in the wall here. This is it then. Stay sharp, everyone. I'll go through first. The rest of you be ready to move once I give the word. Looks like we're in the clear. Okay, I'll go next. Good, you're all here. That must be the mansion's rear garden. I'm surprised that we actually made it through here without anyone seeing us. Thanks, kid. We couldn't have done this without your... Huh? Where'd she go? That's strange. She isn't anywhere to be seen on either side of the hole. Perhaps she simply left once she finished showing us the way? She certainly was a smart girl. I don't like this. It could be some sort of trap after all. Agreed. I know that we said we shouldn't be surprised at these pirates having children, but that doesn't mean it's not still strange. Case in point, we've not seen a single other child like her since arriving here. Seems a bit much to just be a coincidence. But this is all just a trap, then won't we have sprung it by now? I mean, we're already at our destination, right? That's true. Now that we've come this far, I think our only real option may be to head further inside. Of course, this is the heart of the city where its populace constantly steals from one another. Then discard their possessions as soon as they're grown tired of them. No telling what might be lying in wait for us here. Okay, I'm really starting to miss MASH. I see. That does raise some questions about that girl. But right now, we should focus on dealing with the ruler of East. I can definitely sense a different signal from the others that are in this mansion with you. Please proceed with caution. My. So you must be why my town is in such an uproar. That voice! That's Drake, all right. Drake? Huh? don't tell me you know each other. Drake is one of the servants that disappeared from Chaldea, so I had considered the possibility that she could be here. But while this servant may sound like her, and her dress and manner of speech are very different. Mash, Gabriel, I finished analyzing her spirit origin pattern. It matches Chaldea's records. She is, without a doubt, Francis Drake. I'm afraid you're mistaken. My name is Dahut. I'm known as both the Pirate Princess and the Rider of Ys. Dahut? I suppose that makes sense given the name Ys, but what in the world's going on here? Do you know something, Dion? Yes, the tale of Ys comes from France, you see. Perhaps you've heard it yourself, Master. It's no legend from the Brittany region. In brief, Ys was once the name of a city built on the coast. It flourished as a haven of vice and immorality, but one day, either an act of God or the devil, the entire city was swallowed up by the sea. Yet even now, it remains a hotbed of sin and malice untouched since the day of its immersion, so the legend says at least. It also says that the daughter of the ruler of Ys was a woman by the name of Dahut. As its princess, she set the example for her wicked citizens by stealing all sorts of things for herself. It was her plundering that formed Ys's immoral backbone. But that's just a legend, right? Right, there's no record of Ys or Dahut ever having truly existed. They can't actually be real. But this is fate. It doesn't matter if anyone actually existed or not. As long as they have a legend, they can be here and be a heroic spirit. Why, what an odd thing to say. I'm right here, and so is Ys. So welcome. Welcome to my city of freedom and decadence, where everything and anything is permitted. I trust that you're enjoying your stay. I saw plenty of your pirates cruelly abusing their pets, and I can't say I found it all that enjoyable. But now that you've seen it, surely you understand. Love, pleasure, violence, inebriation, hedonism, gold, silver, beautiful fabrics, delightful creatures, adorable creatures, their very lives. Here, nobody stops taking whatever it is they most desire. Surely you too must have thought this is the happiest city in the world. Happy? The city is overflowing with trash, literally and metaphorically. Ah yes, I see. You have not learned my city's rules. Let me tell you, there are only two. Take whatever you want, whenever you want, and do not want what you have taken. Isn't that contradictory? Not at all. To put it another way, you are encouraged to take whatever you want without a second thought, but not to get too attached. That is all. Desire is supreme, but you must never deny yourself what you want. What's more, not getting attached applies as much to what you've taken as to anything else. There's no point in holding on to something out of habit. Just let it go. No regrets. After all, someone else is bound to want whatever it is. In essence, my teaching is this. In each and every moment, think only of what you want and take it. That explains why the city is overflowing with the hardly used junk. So, the concept of ownership in Ys changed to align with the notion of moment-to-moment desire as the ultimate good. It's positively primitive, yet remarkably complete social system. It ensures that all resources will make their way to the hands of every one of its citizens. Of course, whether that's good or bad depends on if you're more into hedonism or fairness. Why would you teach such things? Rules like that will inevitably lead to chaotic, twisted mess, just as we saw on our way here. You don't have to take in order to get everything you want. Isn't that how a sensible, just world should be? Why? Why, you say? It should be obvious. It's the only way that everyone can be happy. Those who follow my rules have created a city of pure momentary pleasure. And if in each moment everyone has attained the true happiness by taking what it is they want, then in those moments it's as if everyone is happy, right? So she's trying to make all of her people happy by permitting everyone to take what they want? I never considered such a way of life before. And as long as I remain myself, that moment will last forever, which means that everyone's truest happiness will as well. Ah, the city is truly a utopia. Don't you see for yourselves how all my people were smiling? Nobody has to deny themselves of my city. They are free to take whatever they want. There's no need for them to be concerned with how others may feel. What could be better than that? Yeah, you pirates were all smiling all right, but they were the only ones. The talk of happiness sounds nice, but it's deeply flawed. What about the people you take from? The ones you treat like playthings? How do you think those men feel when you rob them of their dignity, their very lives, or, throw a dart into their eye? How do I think those men feel, you ask? You heard me. What a strange thing to say. Why should I care about that? I am the daughter of King Gradalon, the most beautiful, most noble princess in the world. As such, I have right to take from those beneath me, and those I take should be honored to have been used to someone such as me. Surely they all understand that. Otherwise, why would the men I kill after bedding them shed such wonderfully lovely tears? And that's just as true for my people. In other words, all of Ys is my proxy. As such, anyone used by the citizen of Ys should be similarly grateful. What else could there possibly be to consider? Master, there's something I am absolutely sure of now. Well, I maybe shouldn't say absolutely sure since it's not based on hard data, but since I accompany you to Okeanos, I feel that I should say it anyway. That is not Francis Drake. It's true, Francis Drake was a pirate, and she took from those around her. But she never once said it was right. She was completely aware of the evil of such an act. Yet she had sort of charisma and good cheer about her that let her shrug it off that weight with a smile. This woman is nothing like that. She doesn't even think that there is any weight to her actions. Her evil is nothing more than a habit, just some normal behavior for her. And so there's no way she could be Captain Drake, and there's no way she and Captain Drake could possibly be the same person. Drake, was it? That name doesn't ring a bell, so she must have been around back... So she must not have been back around when I was alive. Quite frankly, whether this woman is her or not does not matter to me. My only question that I'm concerned with is what we do about her. She's not the person I know, so we have to defeat her. Good, then we're on the same page. Habit, you're wrong there. If anything, I'm in a constant state of flux. I attain happiness by satisfying my desires, then I cast the happiness away and begin desiring again. Taking is what allows me to ensure everyone's happiness is always shifting. It's the perfect way for us, of the folk of the water, to live our lives. That's why I can't understand why you're here. You seek this happiness for yourselves. It is what you desire, and so you're here to take it away from me. But, as I always discard all that I desire, the only thing I truly possess is myself. Which means, you desire me. You came here to propose. That's not even remotely correct. I tell her she's way off the mark, but something tells me that she's not the type to listen. Then yes, I accept. I always desire people with love in their hearts who seek my hand in marriage. Very well then, come. Let us go to bed and each take our desires from each other. Of course, it should go without saying that I'll discard you once I am sated. That is the perfect happiness of the moment. Taking what we want, what we desire is how we obtain ultimate happiness. Master's not going to your bed. He's going to settle this right here and now. Here, now, with our clothes on, while standing up? My, how passionate. I've never seen any woman as strong and terrible as her before. Maybe my future self will meet many like her in Ulster. But right now, she's the first woman of this sort I've ever encountered. Still, I can't help but shudder that I've never met anyone so strong and upfront about her desires. I'm ashamed of myself. How can I be incapable of battling such a fierce opponent simply because she's a woman? Just protect me like usual. Counting on you, Ferg. Well, that's too bad. Some of you would have shined like gems with a little training, but I suppose that you just aren't ready to handle me. Then again, there really are a lot of you, aren't there? Not even I could handle all of you by myself. So I shall call some of my mates here to keep you company. Naturally, you're free to take them for yourself if you so desire. Of course she's got a bunch of maids waiting in the wings. We need to take care of them quickly, before any of the other pirates show up. Ugh, man. I don't know a lot about the rest of the story of Agartha, but my friends warned me about this when I reached this chapter. They didn't give me any specifics, but they did say that it was poorly written, and I'm starting to see why. Like, I know I just said it a little while ago, but it's giving me too many fake Collide Liner flashbacks just with how it's written. Alright, so gotta fight through these guards, and then we gotta fight the Drake imposter. Now, fortunately, Kiara has been doing wonders against all these riders. Alright. Princess Dahut. If I'm lucky, I might be able to get a Garden of Avalon up. Random flying kick from foe. Dang it. Really, Mordred? One single point away? Okay. Yeah, let's do it this way. Triple Noble Phantasm next turn with a full charge for Mordred. Assuming Mordred survives. Okay, yeah, there we go. She's got a lot of HP. Sorry, Pirate Princess, I don't think you can out-lewd Kiara. It just doesn't work that way. The only one who could possibly do that is Ruby, and thank God I don't think she actually appears in the Singularity. If she did, then I would just skip this one altogether. Oh. Oh, that's not good. Well, dang. Alright, Kiara, do your thing. Please kill her dead. And there goes Mordred. Alright. Ouch. Not going to kill her this turn, but hopefully I'll at least be able to get her pretty low on HP. Only one I got left is Agartha. Alright, let's see. Just gonna try to overwhelm her with sheer power at this point. If nothing else, even if Agartha is the weakest servant, he is at least good at stalling because he can decrease the neural phantasm charge. Don't shoot Vlad again? Okay, good. I think I can do this. Oh, that was close.